This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the Matchroom Gym here in Little Worley. I'm joined by Mr. Conor Benn. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Just in the gym, about to get that work in.
About to get that working. Obviously, Ted Cheeseman's in here, Joe Cordina, John Ryder, the whole team's here. So just another day in the office for you, Conor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had sprints this morning. I think we've done like 4 800 metres. Cordina and Martin had a couple 200 metres. So yeah, it's good working with the boys in the gym, getting working on the track as well this morning. So it's all right. It's all good.
Can you tell us anything about a potential fight date for yourself at the moment?
It's looking like October 26th, hopefully. Hopefully get a fight with Johnny Garton. That's a mouth-watering fight for me.
So is that a show potentially that will happen at the O2?
I believe so, but obviously I'm not too sure yet. All I know is that's the date that's been said, so that's the date I'm working towards, and wherever the show is, I'll be ready.
So I'm assuming there's probably a little bit of a list for you, but Johnny Garton tops that list for your next fight. Definitely.
I mean, I want that fight. Former British champion. He comes for it. He comes to give it, and I think that's when I'm at my most dangerous.
Impressive, obviously, last time out for you at York Hall. Kind of looking back on that win now. Sum it up for me.
I don't know. There's a lot to sum up. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was crazy while it lasted. The first round, he was a lot bigger guy. Are you flexing your pec?
No, what?
I mean, I see a t-shirt. Yeah, you're flexing your pec.
I'm in the gym, mate. That's what I do. Don't do any work. Just do that.
You need to stop that.
Do you know what? It's a bit of a nervous thing, I think.
Okay.
It just happens when I'm nervous around like fighters and that.
Was it though? Where was I?
Last time out at York Hall.
Yeah. You kill me, you do.
I'll stand to the side, mate. Hold on.
No, go on. So, yeah.
Go on.
All right. So yeah, at the York Hall, it was quick. While first round was a bit rocky. He come out giving it some. He was a lot bigger guy. He looked massive when he got in the ring. That's when I thought, okay, like I'm in for it here. He come all guns blazing, and then second round I adapted and realised his punches didn't hurt. It didn't faze me, but also in the second round, I started getting out of my way. I kept coming back with a hand up. That was what was the problem, was I kept dropping my hand. Second round, Conor, keep your hand up. All right, kept my hand up, and I barely got it with a right hand in the second round. And then countered off the right hand he threw, and then threw my own left hook. So, the left hook's my shot. I think out of my 15 fights, 13 people I've put down, and 10 of them I've knocked out Sparko. So, and that's come from the left hook. So, size, experience, at the end of the day, people are going, oh, he's too experienced, he's this and that. But as I said, I'm too young, too fast, and a lot stronger.
I mean, you've not been pro for ages. It feels like you have, and then again, when we kind of look at how many fights you haven't. But I think what we've kind of become accustomed to getting from you is that you've got a big pair of bollocks, you've got a lot of heart, and you're going to be in entertaining fights all the way through your career. How long that will go on for, because of your style and kind of that attitude you have in the ring, is yet to be seen. But you seem to be a crowd pleaser, which we all know you are, and you're never going to get a dull Conor Benn fight, basically.
Well, that's what I want. Who wants to watch a boring fight? I mean, I go to boring fights sometimes, and I'm like, I might as well just go home. Like, honestly, I'm not interested in boring fights. I want to see people, two fighters go at it and come out who's on top. And I see some of these fighters, when it gets to the 8th, 9th, 10th round, they're losing, and they still feel like they can just come off their jab. No, you need to really give it all you got. You need to bite down and do everything you can to get the win. And you see some of these fights, it's like they ain't got the fight in them. And I'm like, if I know I'm losing this fight, and my trainer's gone to me losing the fight, I'm going out there, and I'd rather get Sparko and me try and get him out of there, not to lose the fight. So I think it's just a mindset. But with the way I fight, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I think that's the only thing I can say. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And while I'm young, while I'm fresh. I'm gonna make sure every single person enjoys every minute of my career, and I enjoy it myself. And I love fighting, so I'm enjoying every minute of it.
How much involvement does your dad have in your career to date now? Obviously, it's difficult, obviously, because of geography, basically. But how much involvement does he have to kind of your day-to-day life in boxing?
Not much. Like because he's more my dad. Like I FaceTimed him this morning talking about the fence I was painting this morning. Hence the paint on my hands. So I was a painter and decorator, for those who don't know, and I really enjoyed it. So what I done was I painted my fence this morning. Showed Dad, look at my fence, painted it. Went inside, had a cup of tea with some peanut butter on toast, and that's it, done.
Father and dad stuff.
That's it. Yeah. So I ain't about Dad. My dad's my dad, and if I go to my dad and find this guy, yeah, son, go out there and spark him. That's what you're getting.
In a way, that's quite endearing that, he's kind of letting you crack on. He knows you're in capable hands with people that are looking after you and in charge of your career. And he said this, I remember from the first press conference, that, he's kind of putting his trust into people like Eddie and Matchroom and your team and that. And, he's not always going to be there. When he is there, he is there. But ultimately, he needs to kind of let you lead your own light.
Agreed. I mean, when I first turned pro and I've come out with some comments early on in my career, my dad said, you learn from that. I ain't got to be there holding your hand. I'll raise you to be the man you are today. So, and the only way I'm going to learn is if I make the mistake. You know what I mean? So that's my dad's way of method about it. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, Conor, because, no, Conor, make your own mistakes and you learn from them. Because the man he's raised, I'm more than capable of dealing with, learning with my mistakes. When I messed up when I was young, my dad would be like, you make your bed, you lay in it. Okay, so I've learned from that comment. When have I ever been pulled up for another silly comment or naive comment? It wasn't intentional, but I feel like I'm just learning how to deal with life, and this crazy life as it is. So I think so far I'm doing a good job at it. And I call my dad up sometimes. I go, Dad, are you sure you're happy with the way I'm living and everything? Are you sure you're happy? And he'd be like, yes, and I'm really proud. So, and that's what it's about. I mean, being over here, and if my family's not proud of the way I am over here, well, then there's really no point in me being over here. But the way I'm conducting myself, the way I am, the way I handle situations, so to speak, I think my family's proud of me.
Sticking with your family, obviously your brother Harley suffered his first defeat as a professional a few months ago. How is Harley first of all? Because I haven't spoke to Harley. I think I phoned him a couple of days after that fight and haven't spoke to him since. But how's he been, and what kind of advice, if you have been giving any, what have you said to him?
We're good now, by the way. Like normally it's been on and off for years and something like that, but now we're like, we're brothers. Do you know what I mean? So, and regarding his fight, it's a hard one to swallow for him, for me as well, because it's like I don't know who match made him. What does he gain from beating someone who's had 16 fights and 0 wins? What does he gain if he knocks him out first round even? So I don't understand that. And obviously the opponent's really come to give it. When I heard he lost to someone who's 16 and a half, I thought, oh my gosh, like, how is that impossible? When I watched the fight back, the guy looked more than capable. So, and he was southpaw as well. And it's just about how he comes back from this. You can't let it get to you. You can't let it crumble you, because you're going to get these people on social media. You're going to get these people who are really, putting you down and that. And I know it does affect you, like it affected me when I had that Payne fight. It does affect you. But what I say to him is have a warm-up fight, come back, redeem yourself, beat him good. Now, I was asking for that fight with that Payne. God, did it scare me? Thinking I'm going to rematch the guy who almost knocked me out of spark. I've never been hurt like that before in my life, and I was scared. I was really scared, like scarring. I still think to this day I'm scarred. Not externally, but inside, mentally. Like, that scarred me. I thought, oh man, like it hurt. Every single punch hurt. So I said, you need to go and redeem yourself. You need to beat this guy. And that's it. So we'll see what happens with him moving forward.
When I was in Belfast recently, I did an interview with Josh Kelly, and in Josh Kelly's words, the fight with you has been put to Eddie Hearn, and his words were, what's coming back out of from whoever, because I'm not going to start naming names here because I don't know who's saying no or whatever, but the answer is no. Can you kind of give your side to that?
It's chatting rubbish. Because I spoke with Adam Booth after my fight, when I knocked that UC Koivula out, and he's gone, see, we'll start pushing for it now, but it'll be bigger in time. So, and he's saying all this to me, so he's just chatting rubbish. And even if my trainer didn't want me fighting Kelly at the minute, or even if my trainer said, it's too soon, or it'll be bigger, he'd tell me. My trainer got to keep nothing from me, and neither has Eddie. I'm sure Eddie would put an offer through, surely. I mean, that's a big show. And even if I beat him now, it'd be bigger second time round. So no, I ain't heard nothing. Like that's actual rubbish. So, because I spoke to Adam after my UC Koivula fight, and he's gone, we'll start building it up now. It'll be bigger in the future. And he's talking all that. So what? You've put an offer in Eddie to fight me. Like, come on, please.
How realistic is this? Because this is a huge fight between you and Kelly. Is it realistic to happen in the next 12 months, in your opinion?
As I said, I would have had that fight after my first injury, my hand injury. My first fight. Is he a good fighter? Yeah. You got to rate that. It'd be someone I can test myself against. Because at the end of the day, he's gone to GB, done this and done that in the amateurs. But I think pros are a completely different game. I think if you ain't got the power to bang people out, you're in for long nights. Especially when your engine ain't, you proven to blow after a couple rounds. Well, then you're in for trouble. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'll get better as the rounds go on. The likeliness of me getting outboxed for the first few, yeah, highly likely. I'm more stronger up here than I am physically, but I'm just mentally strong. So how realistic is it? I hope it's realistic, but we'll see if we end up meeting.
Kelly got a little bit of criticism after his draw of Robinson on that Joshua Ruiz undercard. What did you think of that fight?
I just think he weren't doing enough work. He was showboating too much, getting hit with a guy who looked tricky. Like, he looked tricky, the way his movement was awkward, but he weren't a banger and he weren't an explosive fighter. He was more, in neutral here the whole fight it was, and he just kept doing the same thing. Like someone who's explosive, gets on the in and roughs you up, and I think Kelly tried to get in there with him and fight on the inside, and I didn't rate it. They weren't letting the 4s and 5s go, no power shots, and when he were throwing the power shots, if I hit someone with them shots, it's good night. So, and if he fights a banger and he's doing all that in the ropes and stays there, he'll get hit hard, really hard. So I think there's a lot of unanswered questions there.
All right, well, listen, it's definitely a mouth-watering fight for the future. I'll not say if it happens, because I'm sure it will happen, but first for you, potentially a date in October. If it is John Garner, it is, but when do you think you'll get confirmation of that?
Hopefully soon, but it could be 2 weeks before the fight. So I'm just working hard now, working towards that date, and we'll just go from there. I've been ticking over. It's been 5-6 weeks since my last fight. So now it's just ticking over, working on things. No, it's when I have longer periods off, I get better because I work on things. I ain't working towards a date trying to get fit and cutting down on my food and I have to do this and this. All this is learning,
Conor Benn, I'm going to let you crack on with your training. Appreciate your time as always, and we'll catch up when you have some news or whenever that is. All right, top man, you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, but I shall. Just a thank you to all my supporters who have been following me so far. It's been an amazing journey, and I'm just grateful for you lot. I woke up this morning feeling blessed, and part of it is from all the support I get, and I'm glad you lot are enjoying my career as much as I am. So onwards and upwards.
If you wake up any morning, you should feel blessed.
Agreed. See what I'm saying? But I really woke up this morning, and I just felt like. I'm so grateful for everything I have. Like it's like almost like I have to pinch myself because I drive home. Like it's just nice, isn't it? My life is just so good.
Good, love a bit of positivity. Conor Benn, thank you very much for coming to IFL TV. We'll catch up with you soon, mate.
Thank you.